Hi everyone, welcome back to Chelsea Fan TV and welcome to a new episode of Round the Corner. Round the corner for Chelsea is a game against Arsenal at Stamford Bridge, Sunday 4:30 kickoff, and it's safe to say everyone's buzzing about this game after an 8-0 win against Noah, which turned out to be really light work. It was great to see some new players on the score sheet and overall just a fun game to watch in terms of output. But Arsenal, different team, title challengers a couple seasons in a row. They don't find themselves in great form at the moment. So is this the perfect time for Chelsea to capitalise on that? Now, we look at our record against them at Stamford Bridge, and just in general in the last few years has not been great. I had the pleasure of being there last season at the Emirates Stadium when we got beaten 5-0. But hopefully this time round we can get our shooting boots on like we have done this season, but also defend. But before we get into the game and what we might set up like, guys, I've got to tell you about our channel sponsors, Omely. Omely, if you haven't heard already, are a new platform where you can basically connect with fans from all around the world. You can get involved with the creators you watch. We are also on there hosting shows weekly, Chelsea Fan TV. You can search us up. If you click the description, I always say that, if you click the link in the description down below, you can download the app, get involved, have your say, and disagree or agree with your favourite creators. But great platform to have your voice heard, guys. Check out Omely, it's in the description. But let's talk about the game. Chelsea-Arsenal, this one's well anticipated, and, you know, I think that in terms of the pressure, it's probably more on Arsenal because they are the supposed title challengers this year, and have found themselves kind of slipping up with results, not been their best football really at all. So they've got a lot of proving to do if they want to make themselves serious candidates in this title race. With Chelsea, however, though, this is a real test in terms of how competitive can we be against top six sides. You know, we've already seen this season losses to City and Liverpool despite coming pretty close to causing danger, you know, pulled one back against Liverpool, but sadly it's just not quite been a positive result in terms of victories. Against Man United at Old Trafford, it wasn't much different. We wanted to win that game. We went into it thinking 3 points for us, and it wasn't quite the case. So again, a new test. Can we really do something against Arsenal? You know, when we hosted them at Stamford Bridge last season, we were really surprised to see that we genuinely came toe-to-toe. A lot of people said that was not a good Arsenal side at the time, and Chelsea, you know, yeah, well done. We did okay, and that was kind of the vibe I got. But, you know, very different. When we went away to the Emirates, we got absolutely dismantled. So that can't happen this time round. But I already feel much better from that game because, guys, we now have players that are willing to turn up in this London derby, that, you know, understand what it means to play, what this kind of rivalry is. And that's really important because last season, at the end, players gave up. There was just not this drive really to play for Poch. And obviously, Arsenal were a very cohesive side when we played them away. So yes, but this time round again, Maresca's working some magic. We've really been able to score goals, and when people are saying that Arsenal are not managing to do that as well as they have last season, I do look at our defence and just think, yeah, but they're still able to, you know, score from set pieces. Their set pieces still a massive strength to their game. That's our weakness. And even when we look on paper at some of the games we've played against Premier League opposition this season, we have given away really silly opportunities. We have let team punish us and force errors out of our defensive line and our goalkeeper too. So I don't put it past us to come up with shaky moments. I think that we need to really tidy ourselves up at the back. We need to defend as a unit, and Sanchez, please, Sanchez, don't give away any stupid balls to Arsenal, because at the end of the day we look at many games and we think, well, yeah, there you go, you've invited the pressure, you've been pressed, and you've made a mistake. So none of that. If we can really defend well, then that's great. And then the next thing, yeah, well done, Nina. This is literally how football works. Scoring goals, capitalising on our chances, because, you know, we have not lacked creativity in our team this season. There are a lot of creators and there's a lot of pace. We've got direct wingers, and we'll talk about shortly who might start in this game, but there is no reason why we can't score. Yeah, okay, Arsenal can still defend, and that's probably something that they are looking at again as a strength. So it's almost like we cancel each other out in different departments. But defensively, we've not been that great this Premier League season, and I think that we really just need to ensure that we shut down any threat that Arsenal pose. So I think that being said, this will be quite an open game though. I don't think that either team's going to really sit back at all. I think that we'll see some good football, hopefully, and obviously Chelsea hopefully come out on top. But let's talk about how we might set up. Maresca has said that Cole Palmer is much better, so he probably will hopefully be in team training on Saturday. I do think he's going to play, and I think that we will see Cole Palmer. There's been a little bit of noise surrounding his form lately against top 6 sides, and while I don't entertain that narrative, it just would be really nice to see Cole Palmer on that score sheet so that he can really simmer down this noise. But Cole Palmer, just so welcome. We didn't have him available last time out against Arsenal in our previous game. This time round, if we can have a fully fit Cole Palmer that's working his magic, then I don't doubt that he'll be a real danger. But again, teams have now shown that they can really pull out different solutions to Cole Palmer, shutting him down. So hopefully that's not the case against Arsenal. But let's talk about the lineup, guys, without really any discourse. I mean, Robert Sanchez will be in goal. Like I said at the beginning, Sanchez, please, no mistakes from you. We need to be on top of our game, because how annoying would it be for us to compete, look good against Arsenal, and then just throw the game away because of a Sanchez moment. So hopefully none of that. Now, backline, we've been seeing some interesting experiments with Gusto inverting. Reece James obviously been starting out on the left because he is not deemed quite fit enough to maybe run, track back, be as involved defensively as he is defensively. So he's kind of letting him do the defending. But I think that really limits our effectiveness from our left winger, because Reece James often cuts in and then he can't quite support or provide any service for that left winger. So he's kind of left isolated, as Neto was at Old Trafford and as Cole Palmer kind of was too, because he wasn't able to get into those right kind of hand side spaces and feed Madueke too. So it just inhibited everyone's game. So what I'd like to see is Reece James at right back, Marc Cucurella at left back, and Levi Colwill and Wesley Fofana centre back pairing. Now, I think because that's where chemistry is being built, you have to encourage that and continue it on, encourage it, see how it goes better. Moving forward in midfield, Lavia has to start alongside Caicedo. Caicedo is undroppable at the moment. He is dropping 9 out of 10 performances easily every game, and he's improved so much. So long may it continue. Caicedo and Lavia, I think, are the much stronger duo in terms of physicality. His ball carrying, Lavia, here I'm talking about, is just really good, and he's obviously played against all the top 6 sides, City, Liverpool, and Manchester United. So hopefully now against Arsenal he can do a job in midfield, and I think that will be really important. They've got quite physical bodies in there. I'm sure Partey's going to be in there, and I think that we just need as much physicality as we can in that midfield. Now, moving further up, obviously, hopefully Cole Palmer's starting in this game. Let's say that he is fit and he is playing. Cole Palmer, and then I'd start Neto on the left, Madueke on the right, and Nicholas Jackson up top. Now, why I say that and why I do, I think we need explosive direct wingers on our flanks, and Neto for me is the quickest left winger we have, and he's done such a good job. He's the second best crosser after Cole Palmer and Madueke. I know he's not been on top of his game lately since that Wolves game. I mean, and it's really easy for people to say that when you score a hat-trick and don't necessarily have much output after that. But trust me, I think that Madueke could be really key in unlocking Arsenal's defence, because he is a winger that will cause problems, try and take on his man, and hopefully, lead to some contributions. Nico leading the line. I don't need to explain or expand on that. I'm sure we're all in unanimous agreement. Nico is absolutely fantastic for us. He's been scoring goals. He's been causing problems. He comes from deep. His hold-up play is great. And guys, I don't really know how this game is going to go. I think I'm excited and I want us to turn up for this derby more than anything, and put up a performance, show what we're about, show just how far we've come under Maresca as well from last season. So I'd obviously be absolutely thrilled with the result. I think we can get one if we're on top of our game. Obviously, I'm not going to go against Chelsea, so I'm edging for us to get a win, guys. But let us know in the description. I do love the description, don't I? In the comments down below, what you guys think about this game, how you see it unfolding. Give us your score predictions. Like this video, subscribe to Chelsea Fan TV if you haven't done so already, guys. Have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next one. Up the Chelsea.